A very good afternoon to everyone. I am Arif Muhaimin.
I am Muhammad Denzel.
I am Nur Sahira binti Arwan.
I am Nur Farhana Zarifa binti Abdul Latif.
And our group will present about tenses in English writing with a focus on artificial intelligence examples. In English, there are three main tenses: past, present, and future.
The past tense is used to describe action that already happened, such as past simple, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous.
The present tense explains actions that happen regularly or are happening now. It includes simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous.
Lastly, future tense is for action that will happen, which include simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous.
Understanding these tenses help us write more clearly and accurately.
Especially when explaining AI development in past research, present application, and future possibilities.
The past simple tense is used to describe actions or steps that happened in the past and are already finished or complete. The basic form of the past simple tense is verb plus ed. For example, from the article, he argued that if the machine could successfully pretend to be human to a knowledgeable observer, then you certainly should consider it intelligent. Here, the word argued is the past simple tense of the verb argue. This shows that the action already happened in the past.
The past continuous tense is used to describe an ongoing action that was happening at a specific time in the past. The structure for this tense is subject plus was or were plus verb being plus object of complement. For example, he was making an analogy with geneticists' use of the fruit fly to study inheritance. As shown in the text here, the phrase was making clearly illustrates the past continuous tense because it describes an action that was happening at the particular time in the past. This tense is useful when we want to emphasize the process or duration of action rather than the result.
Hello and good afternoon. Today I'm going to present to you guys about past perfect tense, present perfect tense, and future perfect tense. And I'm going to start with past perfect tense. Past perfect tense is used to talk about action or event that is completed before a specific time in the past. Its form is subject plus 8 plus past participle. As you could see from the example that I have given, which is actually as early as the 1940s and 1950s, scientists in the field of mathematics, engineering, and computer science had explored the possibilities of artificial brains and were trying to define the intelligence of the machine. The past perfect tense is exactly at scientists in the field of mathematics, engineering, and computer science had explored, which fulfill the form to become a past perfect tense.
Hello, I am Arif Muhaimin. So I'm going to present about the past perfect continuous tense. It is used to describe an action that was happening over a period of time in the past before another past action or time reference. The form is subject plus head plus been and also verb, which is ing. For an example, this year NVIDIA, there is a subject which had been developing is a verb, AI quietly for over 2 decades, went vertical as the new king of AI, making Microsoft and NVIDIA two of the top 3 most valuable tech companies in the world.
The present simple tense, also known as the simple present tense, is used to describe actions or states that are generally true, habitual, or happen regularly. We also use it for fact, scheduled events, and general statements. The basic form is subject plus base form of the verb. For example, with subjects like I, you, we, and they, we simply use the base verb. Here's the example from the article. The problem is that we cannot yet characterize the general what kinds of computational procedures we want to call intelligent. In this sentence, the verb want is in the present simple form because it expresses a general idea that is true at the present time. So, to summarize, the present simple tense helps us to talk about facts, habits, and general truths in a clear and simple way.
This tense is used to describe actions that are happening right now, around the current time, or a temporary situation. The formula is subject plus is or are or am plus verb in plus object. For example, the integration of artificial intelligence in curriculum development is transforming education by enabling personalized learning, adaptive assessment, and data-driven decision-making. As you can see in the text, the phrase is transforming is the present continuous tense because it shows an action that is happening at the moment and is still ongoing.
To the next one is present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used to describe action that happened in the past and continue up to now, or action that happened at an indefinite time in the past. Its form is subject plus have or have plus past participle. I have given two examples to make this tense much more clearer. First example is, during the past decade, AI struggled through historical stages with several winters. Second example is, the latest research has indicated that affection had increasingly been reported to exert a significant influence on decision making, perception, and learning. Both of these examples satisfy the form of a present perfect tense. Okay.
Hello. So I'm going to continue the present perfect continuous tense. It is used to talk about an action that started in the past and is still continuing now, or that was happening recently and has a connection to the present. The form is subject plus have or has plus been and also a verb, which is ing. For an example, researchers may partner with companies like IBM, that is a subject, that have been investing is a verb, in quantum computing technologies and examine the use of such technologies in developing new products, particularly in the emerging markets.
The future simple tense is used to describe actions that will happen in the future after the present moment. It's the tense we use when we want to talk about something that has not happened but that we expect to predict will happen. The form is very straightforward, that is will plus best verb. For example, in this sentence, sooner or later, AI research will overcome this scandalous weakness. Here, the past will overcome is in the future simple tense because it describes an action that is expected to happen later but not now. So, in summary, we use the future simple tense with will plus the best form of the verb to talk about prediction, promises, decision, or any event that will take place in the future.
This tense is used to describe action that will be in progress at a specific time in the future. The structure is subject plus will be plus verb in plus object. For example, we will be building intelligent agents throughout the book. As shown in the text, the phrase will be building indicates that the action will happen in the future and will continue over a period of time. This tense is helpful when we want to emphasize that something will already be happening at a certain point in the future.
Lastly, I would like to explain about future perfect tense. Future perfect tense is used to describe action that will be done in a specific point in the future. It has a bit unique form than the other two tenses that I have explained, which is subject plus will have plus past participle. Example that I've given to explain this tense is the technology optimist determined that in less than 26 years, computer will have shifted from calculating 0 and 1 digit to using advanced neural network algorithm that allow the speaking of natural language, vision, and understanding. Okay, let us look at this sentence, which is the technology optimist determined that in less than 26 years, computer will have shifted. This part meet the condition to become a future perfect tense, which is an action that will be done before a specific point in the future. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Lastly, future perfect continuous tense. It is something that will continue for some time and still be happening up until a point in the future. The form is subject, will, plus been, and also a verb, which is ing. For an example, for instance, if you have used the design ideas, function in PowerPoint or Microsoft Editor in other Office 365 tools, then you will have been using, that is a verb, AI to create designs, check spelling and grammar, summarize, and improve the accessibility and readability of text and images. That's all from me. Thank you.
That's all from our group.
Thank you for listening. Bye bye.